Hi, welcome back to ODE YouTube channel. Thank you for coming by and please don't forget to subscribe. Today we are going to review another Chinese pen, and you know this is the Wing Sung logo. And let's go forward. We know already that this kind of paper cases come with these pens, and we have here the instruction booklet, how the pen works. This is not important for the review, just to show you. Okay, let's take a look at the pen. The pen is the Wing Sung 699, and this pen is a vac filler pen that was released about the same time, a little bit after the Wing Sung 3013. This is also a vac filler pen, a very beautiful one. It is different from the other in design and also more expensive. This one is being sold for around 25 euros. It is a quite beautiful pen, and let's take a look at the parts of the pen. So the pen has this cigar shape. It has like a teardrop shaped clip with the Wing Sung logo there. You can see it has this dome on the top of the cap, and this dome is made of brown plastic. Also on the end of the barrel there is another dome with dark brown plastic, a ring, a cylindrical barrel, then you have a wide band on the bottom of the cap, and then the cap lip. And you can see it says there, let me go to the beginning, Wing Sung 699, made in China, engraved with those diagonal strikes or strokes. Sorry for my English. So this pen is transparent, brown color, cigar shape, very common shape on fountain pens, and this pen is very similar to another very well-known pen with the same filling system, which is the Pilot Costume 823. So a lot of people are saying that this is a copy. I never held a Pilot 823, so I cannot say it exactly for my own experience, but yes, it looks like almost the same pen. So the pen is available like this, brown with gold trim, but it was available also with, let me show you, this one has a dark brown opaque section. It was also available with a transparent brown section, like the rest of the pen. It has a steel nib. Let me try to focus the nib. It has a steel nib with the Wing Sung logo, and it is a two-tone nib, gold and silver colored, and this is a fine nib. So the nib is a bigger one, like almost a number 6, although it looks a little narrower. The pen is now also available with this brown color with chrome trim, and also all transparent, clear transparent with silver trim. Just these parts are black, and there are also variation where it's all transparent with these parts, two ends black, and the section also black. But you can check them. I will post some links below, and you can see the variations of the pen. The pen costs around 25 euros, which I think it's not a cheap price for a Chinese pen. There are cheaper pens like this one that I'm comparing with, that costs around 4 euros, this around 25. So This is a vac fill. I made a video on how to fill vac fill pens around the other one, not around the A699, and this is it. Let me just talk to you about something else. This pen has something that I really like, is that on the opposite side of that one, this one has the cylindrical barrel. The barrel doesn't get thicker there to have that chamber that allows for the vacuum to be broken. So that is a nice thing. The enlargement is inside the pen, not on the outside, which is something that I really like. Another thing that I really like is that this pen is much more classy than the other Wing Sung. The nibs are not comparable. I think this nib looks much nicer than that one. This is not a comparison between the two pens, just to let you know. These pens have something interesting, which is the shut-off valve that allows the ink chamber to be full of ink, and then there is a second chamber there that provides ink to nib and feed. So in order to write, you have to unscrew this, and there will be a little gap between that seal and the bottom of the interior of the barrel, and it will be possible the ink to go to the feed, which is how the pen writes. As I showed you on the 3013, that shut-off valve is not really a shut-off valve, because it doesn't shut off. Even with the piston completely down, it still writes. In this pen, that doesn't happen. I made the same exercise as I did in the other one, and I could only have less than half of a paper sheet. I think I got a third of a page. So it wrote well, and here it starts to look lighter because it is it has a smaller flow, and there it's stopped writing. So this shut-off valve really works. And the final thing I have to say about this pen, I like everything on the pen except one thing, but it's not the pen's fault, it is the filling system fault, is that in order to write, because the shutter thing works, you have to unscrew the end cap like this. So you'll be writing with a pen this way, and it seems, oh, you forgot to put that in place. No, it's really like this that it works. I know that, but in my mind it just doesn't look right. But this is the way it is. I'm not used to vac fill pens, so that's why I think this is a little strange. But if I was used to it, I wouldn't find it a strange thing to do. So, just my impressions of the pen. I'm really pleased with it. It has a nice weight. It's not a heavy pen, but it has a very nice weight. It posts perfectly. The cap won't fall. It posts really well, so it doesn't click on place, but it catches this ring there, and it really closes well, posts deeply, and the way it posts, I feel it's comfortable to write with pen posted. I usually prefer to write with pens and posted, but this one is good posted. So sometimes I get undecided how I should write with this pen, but because I have to do this in order to assure the ink flow, I think I prefer to post it, because you won't see that end cap being unscrewed. And now let's just take a look at our usual size comparison, and for that we are here with our usual Lamy Safari and also a Parker Centennial Dufold, and you can see that this pen is bigger maybe almost 1 centimeter bigger than, maybe 0.8 centimeters bigger than the Centennial Luffle. So it is a big pen, not a huge pen, but a big pen, and that is nice. Also, the nib has a size that is according to the pen, so it looks nice and feels nice. It doesn't feel like a small nib. Let me just close some light here just to be able to watch the nibs. So this is it. Now let's do the writing sample. So here we are with our pen and paper, Wing Sung 699. The paper is the usual Rhodia dot pad, and the ink inside the pen is the Mont Blanc Bordeaux. And what do I have to say about this pen? This pen writes really well. The nib is smooth, although it has a little feedback, but not unpleasant one. It doesn't mean the nib isn't smooth, it doesn't mean the nib doesn't write well, you just can feel the paper. The pen is wet enough to write with. The feed delivers a great amount of ink to the nib, and the nib performs really well. This is a fine nib, and I think it behaves like a real fine nib. If you can try to press a little bit the nib on the paper, but I think this is a little bit too hard, and you can have some line variation, but it's not meant to have that line variation, so don't do it that much. And about the reverse writing, this pen is fabulous because you can write forever with the nib upside down in a smoother way than the regular way you're writing with, and you can get an extra fine line. So if you do it like this, then you write like this, and then you can try to press it. You see, it skips when I press more, so it's not really meant to be done, so I don't want to ruin the pen, but I think this is like an extra fine, this is a fine, and this is I believe a medium. So you can definitely have some line variation with this pen. About the overall writing experience, I really enjoy writing with the pen. The pen doesn't skip, it writes really well, although sometimes I find the first stroke doesn't write completely, like you see here. But then, when you keep writing, the feed keeps up with the nib. So what I think I may need to do is to open very slightly the gap between the two tines, and it will write every time when I put it on paper. But when it skips, it's not that bad because it skipped there, but then the next strokes it will write immediately, so there's no big issue like that around that. But if you don't like that initial skip, you have to either work on the nib or to avoid this pen. But I don't think this is a matter of not liking the pen. I'm really enjoying it because it writes very, very well. So I have to thank you a lot for watching my YouTube channel. I hope you still like my videos. I hope you'll keep liking them on the future, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it's really, really important for me to grow on YouTube. This is all for today. I hope to see you next video. Bye.